there's a undeniable power in community. There's an undeniable power in making a difference. There's an undeniable power in participation. There's an undeniable power in never quitting. There's an undeniable power in consistently becoming a resource for yourself, not just finding resources, but becoming one. There's an undeniable power in financial freedom. There's an undeniable power in working yourself out of the dust. There's an undeniable power in believing that you're going to need someone else, other resources to help you achieve your goals. That those resources, those come from your engagement. Those come from your involvement. God is a rewarder of them who diligently seek him, but there also has to be some diligence in our work and in our efforts. And so I said this morning that the heart, your lungs, your breathing, they just continue, right? They happen automatically. You don't even think about them, but they just happen, right? You breathe, the lungs breathe in, breathe out, take in good oxygen and let out the bad, right? And it happens every single day, but it happens because your body is healthy. I'm going to keep driving this home as much as humanly possible. You don't know this. I haven't shared it with you, but I've shared some of it with you. But I told you about the couple that came out a year or so ago, and they were going to visit with us, and then the husband fell ill. Well, now he's in the hospital in a coma, and the pancreas is taking over. I think it's cancer, pancreatic cancer. And he's only got, they only gave him a few months to live anyway. And that's how quickly our lives go, right? And that's what I want people to understand. I know we have our supposed fun, right? But this life has an expiration date. And so my expiration date was going to include me making some differences in your life, hopefully to wake you up so that your expiration date can leave a legacy for your children's children. That's the only way that I see this. It's not a depressing way to see this. I'm not scared to go home to be with God. I'm really not. Much better to go home and be with God and not deal with this society, this world. We want to say prayers for those who lost their lives, UNLV. It's just chaos, guys. Whether you want to receive it or not, there's been 600 shootings, mass shootings in America. And the mass shooting is 5 people or more in this year. And you can tell me, you can politicize it. I'm really not a fan of politics at all, neither side of the aisle, Democrat or Republican. But I will tell you this, you are the difference that your family is looking for. It's you. You know, you're not going to find it on TV. You're not going to find it in a movie. You're not going to find it on social media. It's you. And you have to make some decisions for you. This is a responsibility chain, right? That's why we started with just gifting. You know, the idea is we are a responsibility to one another, right? I am my brother's keeper. That's the idea. And every time I hear someone say, or give their interpretations of, how do I say this? Give their interpretations of MLM or multi-level marketing. You don't know 2 cents about how I do anything. You really don't. Because I learned how to sell without selling. And I know Dr. Stan talks about it all the time, but I learned how to make my efforts in sales a consistent machine so that there's a constant law of reciprocity moving within my sales sheet, my balance sheet. That's how I sell. Do I set my goals? Absolutely. Do I pay my bills? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's about community. My salesmanship has always been a communal salesmanship. It's not about Brian's version of anything, right? Well, kind of it is, but it isn't. But I learn everything that I need to know. My version is harder. I want you to know that, okay? And here's what makes it harder. Most people are lazy. They don't want to study. They don't want to know the facts. They don't want to engage. They want to always be the person to ask someone else a question. And of course, this world has become colder, right under your feet, where it's really pretty much gotten to where you'll be asking AI a question, just like you're asking Google a lot of questions, right? It's the same thing. But people aren't going to give you the answers anymore. Those days are over. Not without charging you, right? Not without charging you, right? So I want to go ahead and bring you up to speed. There's a lot of major things happening within the New Hollywood team. When I say we're jamming, guys, it's in ways I wish I could explain to you, but let's just say multi-level deals are in the works. I love the team of New Hollywood because it is really a team. It's multiple parts moving in unison, just like I'm moving in unison, right? And we're all working every day. Zykia joined the group, and we're going to be working on a few things together, but that's what it's all about, guys. We're all going to have our moments of difficulty. We're going to struggle. It's going to be rough for us sometimes, right? But when those moments happen, we're going to have to wake up and become what it is that we've dreamed we could become. All I am is this is an incubator, right? So you can become what you need to become. So the easiest things that we have in this room, because I know a lot of people want easy, but let me explain something to you. Easy ain't going to get you where you need to go. I got to where I needed to go by choosing the hardest thing first, mastering it. That's why I said what I do is harder. I choose the hardest thing first. What's the thing that no one wants to do? That's what I always choose. The reason I choose that is, to me, that's how you become masterful at something. That's how you end up owning the building downtown, that you solve all the tough problems, right? And you have the capacity to solve as many problems as you want. You got a brother in love, a brother in kind. Once you get that ball rolling where you need it to go, then guess what? I'm going to market you. I got to sit down today and come up with a strategy for going forward for my Vegas. And I'll probably market myself because, to be frank with you, not enough people are ready. But I really want to market you. This is 24 months, so trust me, I won't be marketing myself all 24 months because it's just not how I roll. But I am putting you up there when you're ready. Because at the end of the day, guys, if this is about marketing Brian, let me explain to you the power of media, the thing that you avoid the most, but you realize it's very powerful. You are making decisions and will be making decisions this Christmas. Your children will buy you things, and it's really just because of something they saw on TV or something they saw on a computer. That's how we do things now. Our creativity is almost dead. I hate to say it, but it is almost dead. People don't just think and come up with an idea or go to the store, walk around, smell the cologne. They don't do that anymore. They look for reviews. What's everybody else saying about it? Because they got to justify that it's the best. It's crazy the way we live now. But that's what it is, right? So what is your plan going to be? I've placed it in here. No matter what cycle you're on, if you carry this hue, if you're black, if you're brown, you are given a withered hand every single day that you live. If all you want is to drive a nice car and live in a house, then you got that. You can go somewhere and go to sleep. But if you're paying attention and you're saying, I want to make this world better for my children, that's why I'm here. How do we make this better for our kids? That's the tough question that needs to be answered. And I know that it's Christmas time, and I know that a lot of people go into their place of Zen or whatever that is during Christmas. But I actually think there's a lot of stress that goes down in Christmas because people spend a lot of money. But what better time than before the new year, before you get into the chaos of next year, for you to make some decisions. Now, with Live Good, there's an opportunity for up to $60,000. All you got to do is go ask your friend, hey, $50, you think you can handle that? For a Live Good, $50, and then $10 a month, or you think you can do 140 real quick so we can go ahead and make this thing happen. But it's not really for you. That's the beauty of Live Good. That's why I ordered all the products I did. I'm about to take some of the product now. I love the product as far as that's concerned. You're doing them a favor, to be honest with you. And to be honest, I know you're not on someone else's credit card balance sheet, but I guarantee you they're Steve Harveying it. I mean, they're doing something crazy that they shouldn't do. They don't know it. You know, they're doing Meaningful Beauty, Cindy Crawford's thing, and making her a multi-billionaire. So why don't you become the one that saves your friend? That's all I'm asking, right? Real simple stuff. If that doesn't work for you and you want something much more standoffish, then you're going to have to engage your brain, because that's going to be required for e-economy. And engaging your heart and engaging your brain, you'll sit down and you'll figure out how to allow the AI to help you trade. Simple. My job was to come up with solutions. Outside of that, some of you are in the Baker's Dozen, and we're grateful for you. That's as easy as it humanly can get. But even though your lungs move, right, and your heart beats, they still have to work. It still work. Just because it's automatic doesn't mean it's not work. And I need you to know that, because a lot of us do what's automatic. We pay our bills automatically. We do a lot of things automatic. It's made our lives supposedly easier, but unfortunately, financially, we're sliding down a slippery slope, because easy doesn't pay the bills. Easy doesn't scale you to the next level. Easy doesn't allow you to gain your goals. So let's really start to buckle down. I know you got to get your Christmas gifts and all that stuff. You got I give you roughly 10 days before everyone's done and goes crazy, because I figure after the 16th or 17th, everyone's pretty much done with this entire month. I'm preparing for my birthday on the 20th. I'm preparing for Christmas. I got the Christmas parties too. And then, of course, I'm going to Africa. But there are some major things that are here, and I don't want you to miss them. I did this in front of you so you could be a part of it. You have to choose to engage at this point. God bless. Love you to life.